Senator Tester made the drive from Helena to Missoula and joins us in Maritza now to answer some of the questions you sent in to us. Maritza?
All right, thank you, Laurel. Welcome. Good morning, Senator.
It's great to be here. Thanks for having me.
We usually hold off until on viewer questions until the end, but so many of our viewers want to know where you stand on gun control. You know, we really think that they're split. Some people want you to push tougher legislation. Others say, no way, stay away from my guns. So, specifically, what is your stance? Do you support assault rifle bans?
Well, just let me say this. What happened in Connecticut a month ago absolutely is unacceptable, where we have somebody who has some major issues in school and do what that person did. And I can tell you that it is long past time that the Congress sits down and has a conversation. I know Vice President Biden has started a conversation, but it needs to be much bigger than guns. Quite frankly, I really think it has to include mental health, it has to include violence, video games, television, everything. And these are very important discussions to have, but they're very difficult discussions to have too, because we're talking about First Amendment, Second Amendment rights. And make sure that when we have this discussion, and I can't tell you that I'm for this ban or for that ban, whether it's in guns or video or whatever, but I can tell you that if we have the discussion, we should be able to come up with a proposal that keeps our kids safe and keeps society safe. We're never going to stop these things from happening entirely, but we can certainly reduce the numbers of the occurrence of it, and I think that's really the bottom line. And if we have that discussion, it's an honest discussion about all the things, mental health, guns, violence, then I think we can come up with a solution that's going to work for everybody. And I think that's what's really important.
So does that answer mean you see kind of all sides of this debate? Well,
I think we have to look at it from all sides. Look, the gun issue has been well talked about in the last month. We haven't heard much about mental health. And the fact is, it's still something that people don't like to talk about. It's something that is really not accepted in our society very well. We don't have healthcare professionals on the ground for mental health issues like we have. The violence on TV, the video games that are out there, what's going on there really dehumanizes people in a big way. We need to have a very comprehensive conversation, sit down and figure out what will work, what will not work, what will work for this country, and then come up with a solution that really gets to the bottom of the problem.
So you mentioned Vice President Biden's role in all this. Yesterday, he made some recommendations to the president. It's speculated that those include universal background checks, high-capacity clip restrictions, barring gun sales to the mentally ill. Do you see that as a compromise?
I don't know that it was put out for a compromise. I think that bottom line is I think it's got to be more inclusive than that. I think that it's got to be address a lot more of the issues than that just addresses, and I think that's really the bottom line.